Alright, hello everyone. Ang lecture ko ngayon tungkol sa intelligence. Shout out dyan sa mga matatalino. Topic natin, title, Intelligence and Mental Health. If you read the literature on intelligence, ang connection niya sa mental health malakas. As in, it's a powerful predictor of mental health. Ibig sabihin, for the psych majors there, dapat alam nyo to, mas mataas yung intelligence mo, most likely, gumaganda yung mental health ng mga tao. As for example, indicated in this literature, basahin nyo na lang on your own, no? So, ang implication yan, kung gusto mong maganda ang mental health mo, one way to do that is to enhance, pagyamanin, pataasin mo yung intelligence mo. But in this lecture, ang gusto kong i-explain would be what explains the connection between intelligence and mental health. Alam niyo naman, as psych majors, pag ganyan na yung tanong mo, meron ka ng tinatawag na mediating variables. These are variables that explain, everybody say explain. Sa Tagalog, pinapaliwanag niya yung connection between those two variables. Oo nga, sa literature, intelligence predict mental health, again as indicated in this article, pero bakit? Ano ang nagko-connect? Ano ang nagbe-bridge? Ano ang nagme-mediate between intelligence and mental health? Yun yung topic ng lecture for today. The mediator variables. And for today, I'm going to discuss dalawang mediator variables, no, that explain the connection between intelligence and mental health. Pero ang bottom line lang nung lecture ko, ang pinaka-application nito is, I would like to encourage everyone na i-enhance yung intelligence nila. Given the fact that intelligence predicts mental health, lahat naman tayo gusto natin maganda yung mental health natin, sana this lecture can encourage people to further enhance their intelligence. Ito yung dapat nangyayari araw-araw. Isa sa mga nangyayari araw-araw, you become more intelligent today than you were yesterday. Because again, the more you enhance intelligence, mas gumaganda ang mental health through what? These two variables na i-discuss ko in this lecture. Even the Bible knows this. Isa yan sa mga prescriptions ng Bible na dapat pinapataas natin intelligence natin. Sabi ni Solomon, di ba? We should get wisdom, which is an expression of intelligence. May mga magagandang nangyayari sa buhay ng tao when we increase our wisdom. Sabi dito, ang nangyayari daw would be nagkakaroon ka ng honor, nagkakaroon ka ng ornament of grace, nagkakaroon ka ng crown of glory, mga symbolisms yan that are positive. Bottom line, if you increase your wisdom, you increase your intelligence, gumaganda ang buhay. Am I making sense? So before we talk about this, no, itong model na to, let me first clarify ano bang ibig sabihin ng intelligent. What does it mean to be intelligent? Think of a person right now na sa tingin mo, quote-unquote, intelligent siya. Bakit mo nasabing intelligent siya? Anong meron sa kanya? Ang sabi ng APA, ito raw ang definition ng intelligence. You can just pause the video if you need to. But I want to highlight here the words ability. The ability. Everybody say ability. Ibig sabihin sa Tagalog, kakayanan. This is good news. Kasi ang ibig sabihin niyan, if intelligence is an ability, pwede kang mag-improve dyan. Kasi ganun ang abilities, di ba? You can improve at a certain ability. Your ability to bike, your ability to write, your ability to speak. Pwede kang hindi magaling doon, but the more you practice, tumataas yung ability. The same thing with intelligence. Isa siyang kakayanan. So kung hindi ganun kataas yung intelligence mo, hindi ka ganun katalino, pwede mong ma-improve yan. Hindi yung pinanganak ang mababa intelligence mo, hanggang kunin ka ni Lord, mababa pa rin intelligence mo. You can improve on your intelligence. The reason why I'm emphasizing this is because in our culture, merong kumakalat na sikat na misconception about intelligence, which is genetic daw yan. So many people, ayaw nilang mag-improve yung intelligence nila because they don't believe that they can. Why? Because they think wala naman daw sa quote-unquote lahi nila o sa dugo nila yung pagiging matalino. You see where that statement is coming from? Kasi nga naniniwala ka na yung intelligence, genetics. Bakit pa ako maghihirap na pa-improve yung intelligence ko kung genetics naman pala yan? Hindi naman kami lahi ng matatalino. Have you heard someone say that? lahi ng matatalino. Wala kaming lahi ng matatalino. So nagkakaroon siya ng tinatawag na fixed mindset, which means naniniwala siya na hindi na pwede ma-improve intelligence, which is sinasabi ko nga dito, since it is an ability, kakayanan, mali yung ganyang thinking. Now, don't get me wrong. Hindi ko sinasabi na walang factor or walang contribution yung genes sa intelligence kasi meron. But if you compare the contribution of genes to intelligence to non-genetic factors such as your effort, such as your environment, which are easily controllable. Tama ba? Mabilis makontrol lang ang environment. Mabilis makontrol lang effort. Combine mo yung dalawang yon, it can overpower the influence of genes. Hindi ganun kalaki ang influence ng genes sa intelligence. Malaki ang influence ng effort mo, ng environment mo, para mas maging matalino ka. Because again, intelligence is an ability. So sana, by knowing this, naiwasan yung pagkakaroon nyo ng fixed mindset na wala ka na talagang magagawa sa level of intelligence mo given your genetic quality. Okay? Now, going back to the definition of intelligence, masyadong mahaba yung definition. I'm sure yung mga psych majors dyan, ayaw nyan. Ayaw nyong mahaba, minimemorize nyo, no? So, I understand. There are two core skills na ito na lang yung i-memorize nyo when it comes to intelligence. And these two captures the essence of what it means to be smart. Ano yung dalawang yan? Solve problems and answer questions. Yan lang yun. Lahat ng taong matatalino, yung inisip mong tao kanina, bakit siya matalino? Kaya niyang gawin tong dalawang to. Kaya niya mag-solve ng problems, kaya niya mag-answer ng questions. At ang laki ng implication nito. Ibig sabihin, marunong na tayo paano magsukat ng intelligence. Paano mo malalaman kung yung isang tao matalino? Please lang, huwag mo sabihin kapag nakasalamin. Huwag mo sabihin kapag naka-necktie. Huwag mo sabihin kapag madaldal. Yan, common yan, ha? Marami mga tao natatalinuhan sa isang tao na ang daming sinasabi. Pero mali. Hindi porket madaldal, ibig sabihin matalino. Can we just agree on that? Iba ang matalino sa madaldal. Pwedeng madaldal ka lang, pero hindi ka matalino. Kasi ang tunay na sukatan, the true measure in English of intelligence is these two things. Are you able to solve problems? Are you able to answer questions? So kung gusto mong i-test yung talino ng isang tao, anong gagawin mo? Bigyan mo siya ng problems to solve, bigyan mo siya ng questions to answer. Such as what I'm going to do right now. I am going to make you experience your own intelligence. So anong gagawin ko? Bigyan ko kayo ng problems to solve and questions to answer. For instance, yung mga nanonood right now, number 1, sagutin niyo yung tanong na to. Intelligent ba kayo? If today is Wednesday, what was yesterday? Ilagay nyo dyan sa comment section. Hindi ko sasabihin yung tamang sagot. Because I trust that you are intelligent. Number 2, if today is Wednesday, what will be tomorrow? Ilagay nyo dyan. Riddles can also measure intelligence. Mary's mom has 4 kids. April, May, June, and who? May isa pa. Mary has 4 daughters. Each of her daughters has a brother. How many children does Mary have? Kapag tama, lahat ng sagot mo in those problems, in those questions, ano ibig sabihin yan? Meron kang certain degree of intelligence. Okay? Now, to be more technical about intelligence, we dig a little bit deeper. Meron pang dalawang subtypes yan. If you study the literature on intelligence, may general intelligence, may specific intelligence. Yung general intelligence, ito yung mga intellectual abilities nating mga tao na lahat tayo meron. Such as memory, such as ability to use language, such as our ability to understand numbers. So kumbaga ito yung foundation, ito yung overlap. Lahat ng tao meron yan. Got it? Iba yun sa specific intelligence. Yung specific intelligence, in popular terms, ito na yung tinatawag nating mga gifts and talents. Alam mo, gifted ka. Alam mo, talented ka. Diba, when we say these words, we are referring to a certain skill or skill set na yung taong yan magaling doon. And not all human beings magaling sa mga yon. Am I making sense? Kaya mo nga sinabing gift eh. Gifted ka sa pagsasalita. Gifted ka sa sports. Gifted ka sa arts. O hindi naman lahat ng tao gifted sa arts. only some. Right? So, ang tawag doon, specific intelligence. If you remember, the multiple intelligences theory of Howard Gardner, bawat isang intelligence dyan na sinabi niya, under yan ng specific intelligence. Alright? Kaya ako sinabi yan, mamaya gagamitin natin yung konsepto ng specific intelligence in connection to mental health. Okay? So, yun yung backgrounder natin on what intelligence is. Balikan ngayon natin yung model na ini-explain natin in this lecture. Ano ba tong dalawang mediating variables na to that connect intelligence and mental health? Let's go to the first one. Meron tayong tinatawag na solved problems. As you can see, lumabas yung unang mediator. Kapag mataas ang intelligence mo, you solve a lot of problems. Solving lots of problems lead to better mental health. Actually, logic lang yan eh. Diba? Logic lang yan na totoo yung model na yan. Higher intelligence, mas marami kang problems to solve, kaya gumaganda yung mental health mo. Let me give you an example of problems na kapag na-solve, most likely tataas ang mental health mo. Okay? Take a look at the list. Do you agree? Kapag alam mo ang sagot sa lahat ng questions na yan, number 1, how to have better relationships. That requires intelligence to answer. How to be happier in life. That takes intelligence to answer. How to have enough money. Uy, maraming tao gustong masagot yung question na yan. Paano ba hindi maubos yung pera? Paano dumami yung pera? Paano maging unli yung supply ng pera? Kapag alam mo ang sagot sa question na yan, do you think your mental health will improve? I think so. Right? How not to get sick. Tingin mo pag alam mo yung sagot dyan, gaganda mental health mo? I think so. How to fix my aircon. Tingin mo pag alam mong sagutin yan, gaganda mental health mo, syempre hindi ka na may stress, hindi ka nagagastos. Kasi alam mo mismo kung paano ayusin yung sira mong aircon. Eto number 6, baka marami makarelate. Baka marami dyan, hindi pa alam ang sagot dito. How to move on from your ex. Kaya nga poor yung mental health mo, hindi ka pa makamove on sa ex mo. I-reverse mo. Dahil alam mo na how to move on from your ex. Meron kang mga alam na concepts, meron kang mga alam na techniques. Do you think it will improve your mental health? Definitely. Am I making sense? So lahat ito, numbers 1 to 6, para masagot mo yan, requires intelligence. So the more intelligent you are, mas marami kang alam na sagot in these kinds of questions, mental health will become better. Not to mention, marami magandang mangyayari sa'yo sa buhay kapag mataas ang level of intelligence mo, such as makakapasa ka sa mga exam, mabilis kang nakakahanap ng trabaho, mabilis kang napopromote sa trabaho, nakaka-create ka ng wealth kasi ang dami mong alam na gawin, binabayaran ka for your different skills, you actually gain power. Kung ang intelligence mo may kinalaman sa politics, you will have opportunity to lead people, to become more intelligent. Diba? These are good things that will happen to a person's life kapag maganda ang intelligence mo. I think ito ni sinasabi ni Solomon kanina, na kapag ikaw nag-seek ka ng increasing your wisdom, yun yung sinasabi niyang mga crowns of glory. Yan yung sinasabi niyang honor. Gumaganda yung outcomes ng buhay mo if you are intelligent. Nagigets nyo? Ito kasi yung mga nagiging outcomes mo. And all of this comes from your ability to solve different problems, which comes from your level of intelligence. Nagigets nyo? Yun yung pathway na yan. Now, let's move on to the second one. Yung second question mark. The second mediator is what we call purpose in life. Kapag ine-enhance mo yung intelligence mo, nakikita mo yung purpose mo in life, kaya gumaganda ang mental health mo. Now, in this case, yung intelligence dito, we have to move from general intelligence to a specific intelligence. Meron specific intelligence that leads to discovery of purpose in life, which is what? Anong tawag doon? Yung spiritual intelligence. Everybody say spiritual intelligence. Also known as SQ. Kung may IQ, kung may EQ, meron tayong SQ, spiritual intelligence. This is a very emerging field in the field of intelligence. Alright? Yung tinatawag nating spiritual intelligence, dumadami ang mga researches dyan. Now, gagawan ko na lang ng ibang lecture yung focus on spiritual intelligence, but let me just define what it is. For those of you not familiar, this is the ability. Again, ability na naman yan. Ibig sabihin, pwede mong i-improve yan. Pwede mong pataasin yan. To understand and apply, everybody read, spiritual principles. So specific form of intelligence to that deals with is spirituality, the spiritual realm. You understand spiritual principles and you're able to apply those spiritual principles in your everyday life. Again, sa separate lecture, if for further zoom in ko yan, kung ano yung mga different components, marami kasi yan of spiritual intelligence. But at least for this lecture, let me just give you one. Ano itong component ng spiritual intelligence na konektado sa mental health? This is your ability to answer the question, why am I here for? AKA, purpose. Everybody say purpose. Yon. Hindi all-purpose cream as in purpose. Ano ang purpose mo sa buhay? Why are you existing? Bakit ka nasa mundo? May making sense? Kapag alam mo yung sagot sa question na yan, that is an expression of spiritual intelligence. And as I have mentioned, etong knowing one's purpose, applying one's purpose, is a very powerful predictor of mental health. Paulit-ulit yan in the literature. You can read this one if you like. I-zoom in nyo na lang yung title ng article and then read. Ito yung APA citation yan. Showing na talagang kapag alam mo ang purpose mo sa buhay, kasi maganda ang spiritual intelligence mo, gumaganda yung overall mental health mo. Yan, that's the pathway that I am currently talking about. So, ang implication yan, kung gusto mong gumanda yung mental health mo, alamin mo yung purpose mo sa buhay. Pero paano mo malalaman yung purpose mo sa buhay? I-enhance mo yung spiritual intelligence mo. Which is, again, gagawan ko ng ibang lecture video yan. Paano ba ini-enhance yan para malaman mo yung purpose mo sa buhay at gumanda yung mental health mo. Okay? Actually, may isa pang pathway, other than spiritual intelligence. Going back to specific intelligence, okay? Another way para ma-identify mo yung purpose in life mo is to analyze your other intelligences. Going back to Gardner's model. Diba marami siyang sinabing mga intelligences. Pwede mo maging starting point yan outside spiritual intelligence for you para malaman mo yung purpose mo sa buhay. In what way? Yung specific intelligence mo, kung ano man yan, kung saan ka man nag-excel dito sa multiple intelligences ni Gardner, pwede mo siyang gawing clue. Everybody say clue. Pwede mo siyang gawing clue para ma-sense mo kung ano yung purpose in life mo. Alright? Nagigets nyo ba yun? Remember this principle, in connection to that, you are good at something because of a calling. Read this twice. You are good at something because of a calling. Isa pa, you are good at something because of a calling. Kaya ka nga magaling sa isang bagay, translate sa psychology, kaya ka nga mataas sa isang specific intelligence kasi meron kang calling na may kinalaman doon sa dominant intelligence mo. Let me use of an analogy para mas maintindihan nyo. Sa bahay namin, meron kaming isang object na magaling siyang magpalamig ng mga pagkain. Ang tawag namin sa kanya, refrigerator. Do we all agree ang mga refrigerators magaling magpalamig ng mga pagkain? Tama? Masters sila dyan. May PhD sila dyan. Paano magpalamig ng pagkain? Now, you focus on that ability. And you analyze. Bakit ba ang mga ref nagpapalamig ng mga pagkain? Ano ba ang purpose niya? Ang purpose niya is to feed human beings at home. Kasi yung refrigerator, pinapabagal niya yung pagkabulok ng mga kinakain ng mga tao sa isang bahay. Kaya ang purpose ng ref is for nutritional purposes. Para magkaroon ng physiological needs yung mga may-ari sa kanya. Nagagets nyo? Paano natin nalaman yung purpose ng ref? Anong starting point natin? Kung saan siya magaling? Ano ba yung kaya niyang gawin? Which is magpalamig. I-apply mo rin yon sa psychological world. Ganun din. Saan ka ba magaling? It will give you a clue kung ano ang purpose mo. Kasi ito dapat Ito dapat yung framework that leads to a better mental health. Dapat lahat yan alam mo. No? Ano ang purpose mo? Given your purpose, ano yung intelligence na binigay sa ni Lord? And given that intelligence na binigay sa ni Lord, ginagamit mo ba yan everyday to fulfill the mission? Ganyan dapat. Kapag ganyan yung framework mo, most likely, maganda ang mental health mo. Let me make use of myself as an example to demonstrate the connection among these three. No? Halimbawa ako, paano ko ba nalaman yung purpose ko? Starting point ko yung intelligence. Specifically, saan ba ako mataas sa mga multiple intelligences ni Howard Gardner? Siyempre, inanalyze ko yan in the past. Hindi ko na lang masyadong i-explain no, kung paano ko nasagot yan. So, inalam ko. Ano ba yung mga quote-and-quote gifts ko? Ano ba yung quote-and-quote mga talents ko? Mataas ako sa verbal linguistic, interpersonal intelligence, and intrapersonal intelligence. Now, from there, I analyze. Ano bang bagay sa akin? Ano bang fit sa akin na trabaho? Na task? Kapag i-combine mo yung intra, tsaka verbal linguistic. Sa tingin nyo, anong trabaho yung fit na fit sa ganon? Magaling ka magsalita? Naintindihan ko yung sarili ko? Naintindihan ko yung behaviors ng ibang tao? I-combine ko yung tatlo, bagay na bagay ako maging teacher. Nagigets nyo? So, na-connect ko na ngayon yung tatlo. Ano ang starting point ko? Yung intelligence. Mataas ako sa intra, verbal, right? Yun yung intelligence ko. Now, from there, nalaman ko yung purpose ko. Because I am a believer. I love God. I want to make God known. That's my purpose. Si Lord, eto yung purpose na binigay sa akin, at para magawa yan, binigyan niya ako ng tatlong intelligences na yan. In-enhance niya yung ganyang intelligence ko. And then from there, binigyan niya ako ng mission dito sa lupa, which is to open the spiritual eyes of my students through my teachings in psychology. So, nakonect ko yung tatlo. Right? Yung purpose ko is in line with my intelligence. Ginagamit ko yung intelligence ko to fulfill my mission. Nagigets nyo? Yan ngayon yung magpapaganda ng mental health mo. Kung araw-araw gumigising ka, malinaw sa'yo yung links na yan. Anong purpose mo? Given that, anong intelligence mo? Ginagamit mo ba yan to fulfill your earthly mission? Gaganda ang mental health. Kaya ang problema, may mga tao, hindi ganun kataas yung mental health kasi may disconnect. As you can see here on the slide, may disconnect. In fairness, alam nila yung intelligence nila, pero hindi nila makonect saan? Sa purpose. Hindi nila magamit yung intelligence nila sa mission. Kasi nga may disconnect eh. Kung hindi mo alam yung purpose mo, definitely hindi mo alam yung mission mo. Okay? So, though alam mo na talented ka, gifted ka sa isang bagay, pero hindi mo alam para saan yung intelligence na yon, hindi rin okay. Kaya nga sabi ko dito, may mga tao matatalino, pero hindi maganda ang mental health, which violates this framework. Going back, balik tayo. Eh, di ba sabi natin ganyan? Intelligence predicts mental health, but not always. May mga tao mataas ang level of intelligence, pero it does not predict their mental health. Bakit? Yun yung sinasabi ko. Kasi nga, merong disconnect. So, if you are one of those persons, okay naman yung intelligence mo, pero parang hindi ganun ka-okay yung mental health mo, one possible problem, eto, meron kang disconnect. Everybody say disconnect. Hindi mo nakukonect yung intelligence mo sa purpose mo, hindi mo ginagamit yung intelligence mo for your earthly mission. And that will have a toll on your mental health. Eh, pero mas makawawa yung mga tao na, may mas matindi pa dyan. Like this one. Tignan nyo yung next slide. Yan. In the first place, hindi alam yung intelligence. Dahil dyan, hindi rin nila alam yung purpose nila. At dahil dyan, hindi rin nila alam yung mission nila. Yan yung talagang malungkot. Ito kahit papano, at least alam mo pa yung intelligence mo eh. Step 1 na yan eh. Clue na yan eh. Para malaman mo yung purpose mo. Pero may mga tao, wala talaga. Hindi alam saan magaling. Hindi alam anong purpose. Hindi alam anong mission. So every day, they just wake up, they just go with the flow. Bahala na kung anong mangyari. Bahala na kung anong dumating. Study show in the literature, that's one of the attitudes na pampababa ng well-being. Am I making sense? So, ang isang application dito, if you want to know your intelligence or if you want to know your mission in life, your purpose, bakit ka ba nilagay dito sa mundong ibabaw, one way to deal with it is to ask for divine guidance. Ito yung isa sa mga bagay na pinagpe-pray. Parang yung prayer ni David sa Psalms. Ano sinabi niya? Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Ibig sabihin lang yan, Lord, search me. Ipakita mo sa akin yung mga bagay about myself na dapat kong makita pero hindi ko nakikita. And some of those things na hindi mo nakikita pero dapat mong makita, yung sinabi ko, yung purpose. What is your why in life? Bakit ba in the first place nilagay ka sa mundo? And number 2, your intelligence. What did God give you? What talent, what gifts, what abilities did He give you? Because for sure, connected yan dalawang yan. Kaya ka binigyan ng ganyang specific intelligence for a purpose, to fulfill an earthly mission. Pinagpipray yan. Although makakatulong din naman yung counseling, makakatulong din naman yung kuha ka ng mga psychological test, no? Okay din naman yon, nothing against that. Pero sana ang step 1 mo is to ask your creator. It's to ask your designer. Doon ka na sa gumawa sa'yo. Kasi siya nga gumawa sa'yo eh. Definitely alam niya yung purpose mo. Definitely alam niya yung klase ng intelligence mo. So God will make a way. If you pray about this, God will make a way to reveal to you. Everybody say reveal. God is a God of revelation. Yan ang mahilig siyang gawin eh. Mag-reveal ng mga bagay tungkol sa mga sarili natin in His own ways, in His own time. Nagigets nyo? So sana yung prayer ninyo masagot. Ma-reveal sa inyo yung purpose nyo, ano yung specific intelligence na binigay sa iyo given that purpose, para ang ending, everyday gigising ka, alam na alam mo kung ano yung earthly mission mo. Nagigets nyo? So going back to that model, now we were able to answer this, right? Bakit konektado ang intelligence sa mental health? Because intelligence make you solve many problems. Because intelligence helps you identify your purpose in life, both of which leads to mental health. Kaya ang pinaka-application dito, sana naengganyo kayo to enhance your intelligence. You become smarter, a little bit smarter today than you were yesterday. Gagawa natin ng ibang lecture yan. Paano ba ginagawa yun? How can people enhance their intelligence? More about that next lecture. Alright? So yun lang yung maikli nating lecture. Sana marami kayong natutunan. And if you have any questions, comments, ilagay nyo lang dyan sa baba. Sir Howard here. Until the next lecture. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.